Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're visiting one of the shops in New York City that was recommended by one of my favorite Facebook groups, New York City Plant Exchange. It's 20 degrees in New York, guys, but this trip to Harlem, trust me, it is worth the wait. I am getting on the subway. I'm going on 2 trains just to bring this to you guys. It turned out to be over budget, but totally worth it. Now, my impression when I got to this store, I got there before the store opened. But when the ladies got there and opened the store, they were so friendly and accommodating. They allowed me to film to my heart's content. Now, upon walking in, it was a plant lover's paradise. Let's check it out together. Now, full disclosure, I had only planned to spend $30. I figured at most I'd purchase a Hoya or two, but boy, was I in for a surprise. Philodendrons to my heart's content. I had to see what they had below, and they had some Fatonia, some Calatheas, some Calathea orbifolia, which I cannot keep alive for the life of me, so I will admire it from here. Back to the air plants, and the air rings, and the medium air plants, and the stromanthe. Yeah, love it. I just love the way they have the shop set up, guys. Seriously, must visit. I don't know what those little pine plants are, but they do have some philodendrons and some begonias. What is that in the corner? Ladies, if you're on here, hey, you can tell us. Now, that plant really fluff and healthy, so, and you see the Houpersia in the corner and Billetier hanging out there, which were so reasonably priced. If you ever wanted one, this is the time. I'm not sure what that one is. It looks like a 6986. And then they have a staghorn fern or a platyserum in the corner. Totally great. And then they have pink princesses up top. Yeah, plant lover's paradise. All right. And then that lush philodendron Brazil, and I think that's a mommy. But guys, if you notice, when you have your philodendron, it's so hard to get it to get that lush. If you have a different experience, I am so into you telling me your secret, because right now my Brazil is struggling, my silver sword is struggling, my Rio is struggling. And they have all these plants that they say is easy cure, but let me know how you feel about that. I was very impressed because they have these bonsais and they are 50% off. So if you live in New York, this is the time. And they are so healthy. And then they have my favorite peperomias, some maidenhair ferns, some Hoyas, some peperomias. Awesome. Their money plants look so great. And then obviously they have Hoyas and some begonias down there. More philodendrons. And their prices were so reasonable. And then they had the Venus flytraps and lithops. How cute. Ow. I think that's a lipstick plant. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Awesome. And this store is unique, guys. They have plants, they have pots, they have candles. The beauty, undeniable. And this Anthurium veitchii. And so I think that's a forgetii that's right there. A few of them, no less. And their price was pretty great. I'm not... Yep. If you are on the market, this is the time, guys. Okay, so let's talk about this plant. Not the medulla. The one to the left. Here we go. I don't know what it is, but it's a must-have. So the Episcia is below, but that thing needs a lot of humidity from my experience. I do love them. They're not crazy expensive, depends on where you got them from. But Mediterranean is struggling right now. Okay. Then they had a whole bunch of jewel orchids, which already passed, so I'm not even going to stress about it. But then they have Brazils and marble pothos and mandullas. Guys, they have mandullas. And the price wasn't that crazy. I think they were $25. So if you're on the market, then this is the time to go. They have the neon pothos, marble pothos, Adansonais, Ring of Fire. Guys, Ring of Fire. Look at that Monstera. Monstera Golds. That's what that is. I think it's a thigh, but with the sectorial variegation on it, on that one leaf, I'm like questioning myself. And I didn't look at the label, but I think it's a thigh. And then they have the Melanochrysum, guys. They are a good size and they are beautiful and so healthy. They have the Monstera aurea back there, and it captured my attention. And they had more anthuriums. Like I said, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. It's a plant lover's dream. Not to mention that Jira and Amber are pretty nice. And then they have the Billetier up top. A few of them. I didn't even realize they had so many. And more monsteras. And more pots. And then I do have a weakness for the Perseas, so I will always be attracted to those wherever they are. I didn't even get to check the price, but that's good because next time I get to try to purchase one. And then, guys, they have the strings of things. I think that's a regular strings of pearls. And then they have the Florida Beauty behind it. I did get myself a Florida Beauty, but it didn't survive me. So I'm waiting until I'm totally ready to get a new one. And when I get one, I'm going to pick the one that I really want. I have a feeling that these ladies are going to be able to get me what I need. Now, they have this strawberry shake, which I have one that I'm struggling with. Full disclosure, won't lie to you guys. And that, again, a very nice thigh constellation. So, if you are in the market, guys, this is the place. And they have so many Hoyas. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to do the reveal so I can tell you guys what I really got. I got one plant that I didn't know exists. I got a wishlist plant for a reasonable price. And I got another plant, which I knew was out there, but didn't think I'd see it for this price. So I did purchase it. And those sizes are so beautiful. And that is so nice. And then they had so many exoticas, guys. I noticed that I don't see the exotica when I go out into not just regular stores, but most of the stores I go to. There are a few exoticas, guys, and they have so many. And then the veins. Look at this anthurium. If you are not an anthurium fan, this will change it for you. Look at it. And then they have the varicosum, which I'm going to tell you, I've experienced a varicosum. It's difficult. And then the Monstera dubii. I will say that plant does do well in my environment. It just grows. It grows. And I'm unsure of what that plant was, but it was only $10 for that plant. And then they have some good variegated pink princesses. And I want to say that's Mamiai. I think it was like $40. Their prices, guys, on a whole is pretty amazing. And I think these ladies actually propagate a lot of their plants, which means that their Hoyas are amazing. There are some, especially the black parasitica, were so full. I mean, remember about a year or two ago, you would purchase a Hoya and you get like 2 leaves or 1 leaf with a node. Yeah. And look at this anthurium. That is perfection. And look at the size of the leaf to my hand. Don't mind my bright yellow jacket. I am just living in the moment. And that is a Monstera albo. High variegation. And more tiny Hoyas. They have the Matilda. And those in the baggies, guys, were just $15. Did you ever think? I never thought. Totally surprised. And then I had to look around to see what else they have. They have the Curtisii and the Calliciphylla. And that thing is vining everywhere. And then I thought this propagation station was so cute. They put everything in it. They're propagating a snake plant, guys. And you know that snake plant is going to be all green once it comes out. But I'm sure the ladies know that. So, you know, it just looks cute. So I'm guessing they did it for the vision. And then these little propagations are in Ziploc baggies. And they are $15 for the most part. And they're ready to go. And this is the view of that wall. They have so many. They have peperomias. They have African violets. They have maidenhair ferns. They have Fittonias. More peperomias. And then they have these beautiful Anglonemas. And that plant. This is just a stunner of the whole store. They have calatheas, whale fins, Scindapsus. I think it's a silvery Ann. if I'm looking at certain leaves, because the Aragonus really does not have a lot of silver on the tips. But there are some plants that were so silver, I have no choice. And this huge Dracaena, so green, large, and lush. And this is like the Scindapsus section of Scindapsus and pothos and philodendrons. That view. So amazing. They had Cebu blues. They had siltipicanas. There's some ferns. Look, they have orbifolias and Calathea mosaica and neon pothos and the stunner. I'm going to name that plant the stunner. So amazing. And then they have this Friedic, this Alocasia Friedic. It had a spot on it, but I didn't think that was variegation. But beautiful nonetheless. Pink princesses, calatheas. Candles. And that jade pothos is not for sale, so don't go trying to purchase. And then they have neon pothos. You see some Brazils. And then this Epischia in this birdie pot. And friendship plants and another bird. And I'm just admiring the awesomeness of what this plant store represents. This is definitely going to be one of my new favorite spots. They have begonias, they have philodendrons, they have adansonii, they have anthuriums. Oh my God, Terrenium golds. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is their plant wall. Now, these lightings they look like Soltex solution, but I didn't ask, so I can't say for sure. But look at the wall. They got calatheas, briar plants, philodendrons, anthuriums. I'm not going to say plant lover's paradise again, but I'm going to tell you the feeling I got while I was in this store was exactly what I needed. In this red anthurium, I did not look at the labels, guys. It's not for sale. Picture plant in the store in New York City. Anthuriums in the store in NYC with a reasonable price, $45. Anthurium Vici I could have purchased if I wanted it, but spoiler alert, guys, that was not one I purchased today. They had some domesticanum, some strings of hearts, more Thigh constellations. There were a few, and there weren't a few, there were a lot. Nice variegation on them, which means that the genetics is great. So if you decide to purchase one, you're heading to the right spot. And they have the ficus Chinavera. Let me know if I pronounce it wrong, but again, what's that? $20? That's a great price, guys. And then they have the best Hoyas. I think Hoyas are kind of like my favorite plants right now. At one point, it was a Scindapsus, and I still do love the Scindapsus. I told the ladies I need the variegated jade satin Scindapsus, and it so happens that Jira is propagating a few right now, and hopefully I can get one from her when she's ready to put them out for sale. So I'm excited. That plant right there, the one that you saw, that's on the right, that's $10, guys. $10. So, and then the Hoya pacillata and the black margin and the parasitica and so many Hoyas. So many. But again, Hoya is kind of my thing right now. Loving them. Then they have some Tortum, some Birkins, more Hoyas, more Monsteras. Florida Beauty back there, guys. If this is on your wish list, go for it. Monstera Aurea. Again, go for it. Right now, the prices are the best. It's the best time to buy. Tortums, which are reasonable. Philodendron, which are one of my most favorite plants. Why? Because, guys, it's very resilient. Can't say the same for the first year, but I have to get one. It's on my list. What's on your list? $35 for the billetiers, guys. Large size. Anthuriums. And I keep coming back to this Monstera Aurea. Look at the variegation. I can't wait to see what that would look like when it gets more mature. That looks like the Atabopoense, and nice one. I did purchase mine at Home Depot, guys. Look, that Hoya right there was $85. $80. So, what did I end up getting, you ask? This wonderful specimen. I'm unsure of the classification, but if you know, you can be sure to tell me in the comments. I also got a Hoya Polyneura, $15. And I got this Monstera Peru, which was on sale for $60. It was variegated, but it's a bottom cutting. It was reverting, so I got it for half the price. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.